and I will please, and maybe in time I will be your intimate, but I will never be your possession. Mine is a fierce love which knows no mercy for failure, no sympathy for weakness. I was born of the wind. Mine is a warrior spirit. I cannot be humiliated in punishment or defeated, even in death. For my spirit lives on in my children's children. 6 a.m., morning at Bentwood Farm. This is the new home of Egyptian Arabian breeding, the largest farm of its kind in the world. Yet the breeding program here is less than 20 years old. For Gerald McCracken and his family, it is the passion of a lifetime.
Bentwood Farms today is the result of a young girl's love of horses and our mutual interest as a family in trying to decide which type of horse to breed. My daughter chose the Arabian horse, and after some visiting to different Arabian horse farms, we discovered a world that we did not really know existed. This is the world of the Egyptian Arabian horse. While the Arabian horse breed is more than 3,000 years old, the Egyptian Arabian traces back to a remarkable series of events starting in 1805. This is when Muhammad Ali the Great became the Viceroy of Egypt under the rule of the Turks. It so happened that his armies, which were headed up by his two sons, spent a great deal of their time in Arabia, in military activity. His grandson, Abbas Pasha, traveled with his uncle and father on many of these journeys. They were very curious about the Arabian horse and did a lot of checking to see where the best tribes were for breeding Arabian horses. In the process, as they won military battles, they were able to take some of the best breeding horses out of Arabia and bring them to Egypt. And by the time Abbas Pasha was age 18, he was intelligent enough about the history behind the Arabian horse and its breeding, its genetics, because he got a chance to learn from the Bedouin breeders in Arabia, that he was given charge of the breeding program. And he continued the philosophies that the master breeders had pursued for many, many years of close breeding, breeding within families, breeding father to daughter, full brother to full sister, so that they could narrow the gene pool, fix the type, and have a closer determination of exactly what qualities they would get by matching a certain mare to a certain stallion. They tested considerably and weeded out those which did not survive, and increasingly were able to breed outstanding and tightly bred genetic quality horses to each other. In 1854, Abbas Pasha died, and we almost lost the Egyptian Arabian horse. But fortunately, these horses were kept together by successors such as Ali Pasha Sharif, and then the Egyptian Agricultural Organization. In the early part of the 20th century, a few straight Egyptian horses found their way into the United States, but only 4 or 5, until in 1932, a farm in Illinois brought 7 straight Egyptian Arabian horses into this country. Later, other farms in the 50s and 60s and 70s discovered the magnificence of the Egyptian Arabian horse, its genetic qualities, its beauty and rarity, its spirit, its intelligence, and began serious breeding programs. Fortunately for us, when we began our own quest to determine what kind of Arabian horse to breed, we went to many different farms, and we discovered the Egyptian Arabian horse and had an opportunity to learn a great deal about it. We spent almost a year studying 4 or 5 hours per day, intrigued by the history, intrigued by the scientific purity, intrigued by the fact that there could be certainty and predictability in what would occur when a certain stallion was brought to a certain mare, that breeding goals could be established and breeding goals could be fulfilled. Our first horse was purchased in 1970. Immediately thereafter, we bought a few more, and in a period of 2 years, we had a total of 32 Egyptian Arabian horses in our backyard in Waco, Texas. At that time, we were fortunate to find some land, which was the beginning of what we call today Bentwood Farms. And also, fortunately, a number of other people have caught the vision, the spirit, the excitement, the fulfillment of being involved with the Egyptian Arabian horse. And there are approximately 600 people in the United States today who own one or more Egyptian Arabian horses. Out of the 2,000 Egyptian Arabians which exist in this country today, we're fortunate to have almost 1,100 of those at Bentwood Farms. All of this has led to the place where we were able to announce recently our first public auction sale at Bentwood, which we've called the Bentwood Spectacular.
Lot number 2, this is A.K. Farida, signed by Mr. and Mrs. Jim Sundberg, a 1974 mare. She sells bred to Sheikh Al-Badi, with a rebreeding to Sheikh Al-Badi, a daughter of Marafi. Lot number 2, A.K. Farida.
What a gorgeous individual. What a great mare. Thank you very much, and who give $100,000? Thank you. 200. $200,000. 100. What do you give to $200,000? $200,000. 100. What do you give to? 200,000. 150. Thank you. Now $200 animal. What do you give $200,000 on her? 52. Now 50. $250 animal. Now 3. $300,000 animal. Do you want to have it? Give it to you. Think of it. Animal number 3. Now 50. $350 animal. Did you get $350,000 on her? 325. Thank you. And now 50. 325 and now 50, baby, to get 350,000 on her. 325 and 115. 325 to give a half hour and animal number 3.5 hour. 50. Thank you. And now 375. 350, 375 and now 75. 3.5 hour. 75 burn it. 375. $350 now. 75 and animal number 3.5. Now 75 and animal number 375 on her. $350,000 now give now 75 and under $375,000 now give 75. 350, 375, 75 and animal number 3.5, 375, all done. $350,000 animal number 75. 375, Steve. I would take 360. I just happened to think of that. 360, $350,000 negative 60, baby, to be $360,000 on her. $350,000 negative 60. Anybody else? All done. 360. Sold there. $350,000. Tom Sapp's man way in the back corner there.
You would get us the name, please, Tom?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
How about that? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the buyer. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar saying that makes this a great day for him, doesn't it?
I'll tell you what, the Lakers looked absolutely unstoppable today, and he did too, and he's topped this day off in a great way with the purchase of that wonderful mare. Lot number 8 consigned to the Windmere Farm. Mr. and Mrs. Tad Deinert, this is A.K. Moniet. 1973 mare. She sells bred to Sheikh Al-Badi.
Those of you who have seen the previews know that there's really nothing I can say about this mare other than that she's an Ibn Moniet daughter, and her dam is a full sister to Bint Bint Moniet, a full sister to Bint Bint Moniet. And this mare is by Ibn Moniet El Nafus. 3 crosses to Nazir and 3 crosses to Moniet El Nafus in one mare, in foal to Sheikh Al-Badi.
Isn't she something?
I love this mare.
I do. We'll give $100,000. Thank you. 200,000. 200. Now 3. Now 4. 300. Now 4. 400,000 on her. Would you get 4? 300. Would you get 4? Now 5. 500,000 on her. 400 down a bit on the buy. Did you get it down on 5? And now 5. 4.5. Now 5. 450. Now 500 lane. 450,000. Would you get $500,000? 500 for 500. Now 550. 500 and I'm going to give a half over now. I'm going to buy 5.5. We're going to get 550,000. Would take 525, Steve. 525. Thank you. Now 50. 550. 50. Now 75. Now 575, sir. 550, 75, 75. Now 75. Now 5.5 and 1. 575. 550 and now 75, 75 and now 75. Now 575. 550 and now 75 and now 75. 550 and 170. Sir, would you give 560? Oh, look at this. Show off a little.
We all just quit talking and watched her show off. She will snort and blow and play. She's got $1 million worth of personality.
550. Who give 560? Oh, then, $560,000. Yes or no? 550 and 160, baby, and I'm going to give 60. Anybody else? 60? Soder, $550,000, Lane. Yes, Lane.
Equine Investment Services again.
Well, well. Equine Investment Services again. Oh, there's about 2 great mares tonight.
Certainly have. Ladies and gentlemen, we will ask you now to turn back to the front of your sale catalog. To the front of your sale catalog, it's lot number 8. Here comes Rocky. This is Raquin RA. Signed for the Bentwood Farms. This is the 1982 Bay Stallion, a 3-year-old stallion.
And with Raquin is his sire, the Egyptian Prince. This is the Egyptian Prince, ladies and gentlemen, with his son Raquin. If I were the Egyptian Prince, I'd be a little nervous, I think. Raquin's dam is a daughter of Bint Bint Moniet El Nafous, and his sire is the Egyptian Prince. Raquin is a grandson of the great foundation mare here at Bentwood, Cleopatra, a daughter of the immortal Antar. Raquin carries 3 crosses to Nazir and 2 to Moniet El Nafous in his pedigree. We have been breeding him here at Bentwood this year, and he's already proving himself to be a potent stallion. He's been started in long lines and looks as though he's going to make an outstanding English pleasure and or driving horse.
An outstanding youngster. Start him out. We'll give $100,000. $100,000. Thank you. 200,000. 2 now 50. 250 and now 3. 250 and now 3. We're not going to leave right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it 3. 250. We're going to give it 300,000. 250. We're going to give it 3 by 3 to the bill. We're $300,000. $250. We're going to give it 300,000 on him. 250. We're going to give it 3 by 9. I'm going to do 150. We're going to give it 300. Now 50, Blake. 300. Now 50. We're now. I'm going to 3.5 over to 9. I'm going to $350,000. 300 bid at 150. We're down. I'm going to $350,000. Now give it a half hour. 350. Yes, 50. Thank you. And now 75, Blake. 375, sir. 350. Now 75. And now 75. 3.5. And now 75. And now 375. Thank you. Now 400,000, Tom. 375. And now 400,000 on her. 375. And now 4.9. And 4.9. 375. And get 4.9. And 4.9. 400. Yes. Now 4.25. 4.25, sir. 4.25. 425. 4.25. Bit of 5. Bit of 4.25. 25. 4.25. 425. 420. How do you arrive at that? Thank you, sir. 420 is bid, Tom Sapp. Would you give 450? 450, well, how about 430? 420, but to give 430? Said no. Anybody else? 430, yes or no? Sold him for $120,000 right here in front. $420,000.
There was a total of 18 mares and 1 young stallion offered on this night, each with its own special appeal. But the big event of the evening was the sale of the Grand Brood mare of Bentwood.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, Sheikh Al-Badi and lot number 1, Bint Bint Moniet. Old in 1972, she sells in full to Sheikh Al-Badi with a rebreeding to any Bentwood-owned stallion. Ladies and gentlemen, the rare opportunity, once in a lifetime, your opportunity to buy Bint Bint Moniet.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, the auction is on. We'll start the mare for $500,000 and let's go. 500,000 on her. Who give $500 now? Get $500 to give $500,000. 500, 600, 600, 700, $700,000 now. Give it 7, $500, 7 now. Give it now $800 now. Give it $8, $800,000 now. Give it $800,000 on her. $800,000 now. Give it $800,000 to the building now. Give it $800,000. 700 now. Give it $800,000 to give $800,000. $800,000 now. Give it $800,000 now. Give it $800,000 to give $800,000. $800,000 now. Give it now. Give it 7. I'm going to give $8 now. Give it now 9. $900,000 now. Give it 900. Thank you. Now who give $1 million on her? $900,000 now. Get $1 million. Wave it down. I'm going to give $1 million. Wave it down. I'm going to give $1 million. Thank you. $1 million now. $100,000. $1 million. $100,000. Thank you. Now $200,000. You're out of there. $1,200,000. $1,200,000. Hang up a $2. Thank you. Now 3. And now 4. $1,000,004. $1,003,000 and a month over the dang and $1,003,000 and a month over the dang and $1,003,000 and a month for $1,003,000 and a month for $1,003,000 and a month 4. Now 5. $1,004,000 and a month 5. $1,004,000 and a month 5. $1,004,000 and now $1,004,000 and a month 5. $1,005,000. $1,004,000 and a month 5. $1,004,000 and now $1,004,000 and a month 5. And did it down $1,005,000. $1,004,000 and a month 5. Did it down $4,000 and a month 5. And now $5. Did it down $1,004,000 and a month 5. And $1,004,000 and a month 5. Did it down $1,004,000 and a month 5. And now did it down $4,000 and a month 5. Anybody else? All done. $1,005,000. 1,500,000. Now 6. $1,005,000. Now 6. $1,006,000. Yes, $1,006,000. You're out lane. $1,006,000. $1,006,000. Now give us $6,000. $1,006,000. Now, what are you going to do here, sir? $1,007,000. Thank you. But now 8. $1,008,000. $1,008,000. Power. Now give it 8. Now 9. $1,009,000. Now $2 million. $2 million. Payment. I'm going to get 2 lane. You're out. $2 million. Payment. Now I'm going to give it 2 power. Get it down. I'm going to do $2 million. $2 million. Thank you. Now $2 million. $2 million. Where did it be? $2 million. All done. $2 million. 2. Now 3. $2 million. 2. Where did it be? $2 million. 3. And $2 million. 2. Where did it be? That still doesn't sound too much to me. I've already got my commission calculated on that. $2 million. 2. And I'm on 3. $2 million. 3. $2 million. 2. And I'm on 3. $2 million. $300,000. $2 million. 2. And I'm on 3. Anybody else? All in. All done. We're going to sell $2,300,000. 2,213,000. Did a bit of dang 3, did a bit 2,213,000. All done. Would you give $2,300,000? All done. Yes or no? We're going to sell the mare. Sold her. $2,200,000.
It really was a spectacular evening. As spectacular as many of the stallions that we're fortunate enough to have here at Bentwood Farms. Stallions like Abbas Pasha, who's now 21 years old and one of the great breeding horses in the world today, and named after the father of Egyptian Arabian breeding in the modern world. And they illustrate something of the magnificence and the beauty, as well as the genetic purity that we have an opportunity to experience as breeders of Egyptian Arabian horses. We're on the verge of tremendous growth. I could not be more excited about what's happened since the purchase of our first horse in 1970 for $16,000, the purchase of a mare like Bint Bint Moniet for $30,000 as a 3-day-old filly in 1972. I've seen some remarkable and unbelievable things happen. The syndication of Ibn Moniet El Nafus, which was the first in the Arabian industry in 1976 for $4 million. And subsequently the syndication of his son, Moniet El Sharaf, for $10 million. These are things I could have never imagined. And so it brings us to the place where we're really on the verge of developing into a very serious and significant industry, which has not only the fundamentals of the genetics in place, the breeding programs in place, but an increasing number of serious, dedicated breeders who also are serious business people, and people who've discovered the Egyptian Arabian horse as an important investment, one of the very best available to any investor in the world today. We're just embarking on the future. The future is exceedingly bright, something we can be excited about, look forward to, anticipate, and know that we can offer to people from any walk of life, from any part of the world, one of the great investment opportunities in history with Egyptian Arabian horses.
In 1980, the first public auction of Egyptian Arabian horses was held in Florida with an average selling price of $152,000 per horse. In 1982, the Pyramid Society held a sale that averaged $211,000 per horse. In 1984, a third sale was held by Legacy in Pennsylvania that averaged $264,000 per horse. And finally, the Bentwood Spectacular, held in 1985 by Bentwood Farms, averaged $372,632 per horse. That's over $7 million for 19 horses, all in one night. It had been more than special. This would be remembered as an historic event in the Egyptian Arabian breeding industry. To cap off this spectacular evening, Don Garib came forward to make a special presentation to Gerald McCracken and his family.
I believe it goes without saying that we know who is responsible for providing the unparalleled leadership for our industry. I'd ask you to join with me in showing our appreciation as I ask Gerald McCracken to join me on the stage for a special presentation. To commemorate this commission, we have a bronze plaque here which reads, Gerald, in appreciation of visionary leadership in the Egyptian Arabian horse industry, presented by the Friends of Gerald McCracken, May 11th, 1985.